Folks, welcome again back to It Is All About Racing. I'm very excited as I'm going to unbox and reveal the two-piece Coca-Cola Porsche 911 collection set. I've already reviewed the promotional item that I have here, and this is in 143 scale. This Porsche limited dealership limited edition Coca-Cola car, and I have the two-piece set. One of the problems I had with the car over here, which is the 911 car, is trying to find the 912 car is almost freaking impossible. These are probably the hottest cars available in the Spark collection right now. And no surprise, I mean, this was a limited edition livery that came out in 2019 and revealed at the Petite Le Mans, the partnership between Coca-Cola and Porsche, both companies which are based in Atlanta. And what they did is they did a commercial advertising the partnership, showed the Porsche rolling into the Coca-Cola plant, getting a Coke, then heading to Petite Le Mans, driving through the city of Atlanta along the way. And then after the race that was held that weekend, I believe it was Nick Tandy took the 911 car to Talladega Speedway to show it off to the NASCAR crowd there. So anyhow, now you know a little bit about this. Let's unbox this and take a look at the set. Now, the set comes in this white box, as did the Porsche that you see over there. You know, you have the tag over here that basically lets you know that this is 911 RSR Coca-Cola set in 143 scale. And on the top of the box in the corner, this being a limited edition, it tells you that you have number 260. Looks like, there we go, 260 out of 300. Now you open it up and peel it, and this is what it looks like. And as you can see, there are the two cars. There's the 911 car, the one that I have over on the left right there, and the 912 car, the one that I was so tiredly trying to find and couldn't find at all, and had to buy this two-piece set, which is not a bad thing. I mean, I absolutely love these. Porsche's only, to my knowledge, made 4 two-piece sets. I happen to have 2 of them. And I've got the other one was a thank you set, and I've got both the cars, so I really didn't need the two-piece set to get it. And the fourth one was a row racing set of Porsches, and I'm not overly fond of the row racing, so that wasn't on a high priority to get, so to speak. But anyhow, let's go ahead and take the wrapper off this for the first time. Now, if you folks saw my other set that I have, which was the thank you set, or I'm sorry, it was the 1970 tribute set, not the thank you set. I'm sorry. You know that the packaging is very, very special. Usually you have the two vehicles. They're mounted on this very heavy wood base. Inside of the packaging, you can see there's usually a picture that has something to do with the two cars. In this case, it shows both of the cars racing at the Petite Le Mans in 2019. They did not do very well in that race, I'm sorry to say. But you have that. It comes in this Porsche dealership's limited edition box, which looks like so. And if you turn it around on one side, you're going to see 911 Collector's Edition, which is the 911 car, the one with the white banner that you see. The black bannered one is the 912 car, and you see 912 on that side of the box. Then if you turn it completely around, see absolutely nothing. Okay. Folks, I just opened this up, and the 1970 tribute set had 1970 across the back of the box. This thing had absolutely nothing. I was as shocked as you are. Anyhow, let's take it out of the box, take a closer look at the cars. Wow, that was a nightmare getting it out of the box. But anyhow, now that I have it out of the box, let me let you get a little closer look at what the inside of the box looks like. And there you can see it's got this cool picture of the two vehicles racing at Petite Le Mans 2019. The inside of the box is black. It doesn't have any colorful striping or any other Art Deco note to it. That's basically it, but I think that's a really good picture of the two cars racing. And then, of course, the most important thing is you have these two cars here. Now, as I mentioned, you do have an acrylic jewel box, and I'll tell you, this thing is big, and it is heavy. It's got some weight to it, even though the cars are featherweight light because they are resin models. It's got tapes on 1, 2, 3, 4 of the sides, so it's going to take me a few minutes to get those off, so let's do that. Oh, well, that was some work, but there you have it. We've got it off, and as you can see, the two cars on the base. On the back of it, it says 911 RSR, and oh, I'm going to miss the RSRs so much as they go away next year permanently, forever. That will be a loss for all of us. Petit Le Mans 2019, as I mentioned, this is a limited edition car, 260 out of 300. Now, this is what I call a real limited edition car. You have documentation. You've got a tag on here that tells you exactly what number you got out of the bunch. Wouldn't it be cool to have 1 out of 300 or 300 out of 300? I never seem to get any of those with any limited edition car I have, but nevertheless, you know that it is a limited edition car. Now, one thing that you'll notice with these, and if you've had any of these others, you generally tend to find that these cars that they put in these limited edition sets are substantially, and I mean substantially, more detailed than the other cars, particularly the one that you see over here. I mean, there are a lot more details on this car than there is on the other, and me being a detail guy, that is really, really, really important. Just to point some of them out, you see that you have the white wheels there. There is the BBR sticker on there. You don't get that on the other car. You have the pull tab for the air jack on this. You don't get that on the other car. You've got a decal on the dash for the inboard camera. You do not have that on the other car. The aerial components are considerably more complex on this than you have on the other car, and you also have the decal in front of the camera there on this car. It's the little things that you don't even get on there, that $100 car I have sitting here on the other side of this. But these are absolutely beautiful cars, guys. I mean, just look how gorgeous they are. And they are bright red. This camera makes them look like they are orange. Trust me, they are bright red. But just looking at it is absolutely amazing. Now, notice the 911 car has the white windshield banner and the white rear wing. The 912 car has a black windshield banner and a black rear wing, and that is how you can tell the two apart, other than their number banner. Now, bear in mind, because these cars raced in the IMSA WeatherTech series and they were pro entries, these were pro factory teams, you have the red back number panel. You have red on the sides of the windshield banner, and you have red on the end plates of the rear wing. That signifies that these are pro entries. All that would be green if they were pro-am entries. And if you just get a better look at these cars, I mean, they're just absolutely stunning. The interior detail is nothing short but freaking amazing. And gosh, I wish I could show it to you in more detail. I have to be kind of careful of these, this being a two-piece set. I can't move it around like a single car. And so many of the little small parts on here are so fragile, they break if you touch them. So I never touch these things, and I never remove them from their bases. Heck, I know some reviewers that don't even take these cars out of the jewel case. I know other reviewers that don't even take the tape off of it, as they want to keep it new. I do like to look at my cars. So I'm not one of those guys. But you've got nice carbon fiber detail on that rear diffuser, the tow hook. You can see the exhausts come out the back, not out the side, as they do with some of the RSRs. These are mid-engine cars, so you do have the engine cover right beside the driver's cabin. The louvers on the Spark cars are open, which is really cool. And you've got louvers on the back here too, on the trunk section. I don't know what that is for, or what they're cooling back there. I'm sure there's something important that they're cooling. That's why it's there. There's usually a reason for everything. And there's a good look at the side of the 912 car. And the rear of the 911. Now, the 912 car was driven by Earl Bamber, Matthew Jaminet, and Lauren Van Thor, Porsche factory drivers, all three. And the 911 car by my man Nick Tandy, Patrick Pillay, and Fred Makowicki. Again, all Porsche factory drivers that you had driving these two cars. And Nick, as I mentioned, Nick Tandy actually took the 911 car, the one he was driving, to Talladega the following week after the Petit Le Mans, to run around the track at Talladega and show the NASCAR fans here in the U.S. what a real sports car looked like. as opposed to the NASCAR cars. And if you've seen some of my videos, you know I have a massive NASCAR collection as well. But anyhow, that is it for the review of this particular set. I hope that you have enjoyed it as much as I have. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Many thanks. See ya.